Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Sportscaster Dan podcast. I'm Dan Lavallo, and a lot to talk about. Let's begin with Trevor Story. Is there a more hard luck story? Yes, he's making a lot of money, but Trevor Story wants to play baseball. And he's going to be sidelined again after playing, less than 100 games for the Red Sox last year. Remember, the Red Sox made a big splash, signing him as a free agent before the season started in 2022. And he never lived up to expectations because of injury. And now, Story, working out in December, complained of soreness in his elbow, undergoes surgery, a new spin on surgery rather than Tommy John surgery, another kind of surgery which will allow the elbow to recover faster than if he had Tommy John surgery. But still, Trevor probably will not be playing baseball until, at the earliest, August of this coming season. And the Red Sox already lost Xander Bogaerts in a free agency battle. So the Red Sox may turn things around, but as you look at the American League East right now, the Red Sox are going to finish in last place. Maybe the Baltimore Orioles and the Red Sox battle for last place. I know the Orioles made great strides in 2022, but what usually happens when a team exceeds expectations, they sometimes fall back the next season. We'll see. But the Red Sox right now don't have any strength up the middle. They're questionable at catching, questionable now at shortstop, questionable at second base. Christian Arroyo is always getting hurt, and questionable in center field. How else do you see the Red Sox performing other than ending up in last place in the American League East? How are they going to compete against the Yankees? How are they going to compete against the Blue Jays? How are they going to compete against Tampa Bay? How are they going to compete against Baltimore? And that's not even talking about the starting pitching, and they've lost starting pitchers as well. They've got their work cut out for them, but you feel sorry for Trevor. I got to know Trevor a bit when he played for the New Britain Rockettes. The only year that the Rockies were in New Britain as an affiliate was in 2015 before they moved to Hartford. And it was in that season that Trevor Story played shortstop for the Rockettes. Of course, I was broadcasting the games with Jeff Dooley, and Trevor got called up to AAA when the Rockettes were in Bowie, Maryland. And I happened to be making that road trip and got the chance to interview him after he got the word that he was called up to AAA Albuquerque. And was he excited? Why wouldn't you be excited? And that put him on the path to the major leagues. But he's really had some hard luck over the last couple of seasons, and now the Red Sox are in a position where they're going to be without Story. They made the big splash today, and I'm putting this podcast together on Wednesday, January the 11th, by announcing that they have signed Rafael Devers to this long-term contract, an 11-year deal, which takes effect next year, 2024. So he'll complete the current contract 2023, and then he'll, in 2024, start that 11-year deal. So they're all excited about that. They almost had to sign Devers, but they're a mess. You know, these things go in cycles. I happened to be talking to a friend of mine the other day about what's happened with Boston sports and football and baseball. Right now, things seem to be going well in Boston for hockey and basketball with the Celtics and the Bruins, but what about football, where the Patriots don't make the playoffs again? And now baseball, the Red Sox, who have the highest ticket prices in all of baseball. If you're a Red Sox fan, how can you be enthused about the 2023 season? I suppose the flip side is there's no way to go but up. So the pressure's not going to be on the Red Sox to really do anything. Just go out there and try and win, and you will exceed all expectations. Now, the players are going to try. I understand that. They all try. That we understand. But the big issue is what's going to happen with the Red Sox and now the Patriots. I sent out the Sportscaster Dan newsletter speculating that Bill Belichick, the Patriots coach, the GOAT, I think he's the greatest of all time as far as coaches are concerned. Even he is on the hot seat. But think about this for just a moment. My younger brother insists that he's not going anywhere because he needs 18 wins to surpass Don Shula as the all-time winningest NFL coach. I'm not so sure that factors into the Patriots equation. I think the Patriots have to make the playoffs next year. I really do. or Bill Belichick will have to go with another team to get those 18 wins or try to surpass Don Shula, depending on how many wins he gets in 2023. There's already speculation that he might not even be back as the Patriots coach. I don't think that's going to happen. He wants the coach Patriots for a 24th season. He'll get that chance. But I do believe that Belichick is going to have to turn things around next season. And by turning things around, what do I mean? I mean that the Patriots are going to have to make the playoffs. I think it's as simple as that. Or fans are going to care about that personal record with Don Shula. They are going to want Belichick to make the playoffs. It's easy as that. So that's some of what's going on as far as Boston sports are concerned. The NFL playoffs get underway. This is perhaps, I think, the best out of all the weekends. I really believe that as far as the NFL postseason is concerned. Yeah, the next round will be fun. Then the conference championship games are always fun, and obviously the Super Bowl. But this is an exciting part this weekend coming up. And there are games Saturday, there are games Sunday, and then Monday night. Of course, Monday night, they've got the Tampa Bay Jacksonville game on. That's going to be interesting because Jacksonville has really come on strong. So you've got Trevor Lawrence, one of the up-and-coming quarterbacks, going up against Tom Brady. So that should be exciting. That'll get tremendous ratings. It's going to be on ESPN and also ABC. So that game will get mega coverage, but the entire weekend will get coverage. The ratings, and one of my other podcasts, Sports Media Beat, which you can access at sportsmediabeat.com, the ratings for the NFL are going through the roof. And they will go through the roof again this coming weekend. One of the most exciting weekends in all of postseason sports right here. I know you've got March Madness. I know you've got the college basketball tournament as we get down to the Sweet 16 and then the Final Four. But what is coming up this weekend, as far as the NFL is concerned, their ratings will exceed everybody else's. And it's an absolute guarantee. But it's exciting, it's fun, and I think the NFL will be, well, now, of course, you've got all these states permitting legalized betting on games. The NFL ratings will even be higher than what they've been in the past for this upcoming weekend because so many people bet on the games. You see, they're getting billions of dollars as far as wagering is concerned. And it's just astounding. It really is the popularity of the NFL, the money the NFL is making. I will link to the story in the show notes. They are bringing in, with sponsorships, billions of dollars, and you will never guess which team has one of the most successful revenue streams with all of these various sponsorships. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they've gone from the depths with that disaster of Urban Meyer coaching the team last year to what's going on now with Doug Peterson, who's a heck of a coach, and he has turned that culture around. They've got this star quarterback in Trevor Lawrence, who is a player around which a team can market. The Jacksonville Jaguars, this is going to be an interesting game, Jacksonville, Tampa Bay. And I'm going to perhaps have to put together another podcast episode to give you my picks with the upcoming weekend. It's just filled with excitement. But I'll link to that story in the show notes as far as revenue is concerned and how the NFL is just rolling in the dough aside from the TV money. Forget about the TV money. The NFL is rolling in money as far as all of these sponsorships and other revenue streams. And then you've got to factor in the amount of money they're going to make when it comes to the NFL ticket, Sunday ticket on YouTube, which starts in 2023. I mean, Google handing over baskets filled with money to the NFL. It's wild. It is absolutely wild. The NFL is king. There's no question about it. Exciting weekend coming up. So there's a lot taking place, and I thought I'd touch upon some of it on the Sportscaster Dan podcast. Remember, subscribe to the Sportscaster Dan newsletter. To do all of that, you can go to sportscasterdan.com or danlavallo.com. And remember to listen to the podcast. We are in all of the major podcast directories.